We are live on the Galaxy Man Show. I'll get you to introduce yourself and explain a bit about what you do.
Hi, my name's Gabi. I am playing Caitlin Fisher in the movie The Legend of the Five. I'm an actress from the Western Sydney area, and yeah.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now. What was the experience like working on Legend of the Five, and what did you learn from the experience?
It was such an amazing environment, and I was so grateful to be a part of it. We were all staying together at the time, so it was kind of like a mini holiday in a lot of ways. Everyone who was on set, so cast and crew, were so talented and so kind. It definitely had like a family vibe to it. But it was my first ever feature film. So honestly, I was learning every minute of every day. Even just through being on set, I felt like I learnt a lot. Um, and again, I'm so grateful because it was all so new to me. So having people who were so generous and willing to help me through it was a big plus.
Awesome. And so for my next question, what can people expect to see from your character, and how can you describe your character in one word?
Um, Preppy is probably the best one word. She's the typical popular girl exerting power and maintaining an image, but deep down she has this real uncertainty about her, this kind of pull between who she is as herself and who she's expected to be.
Awesome. And so for my next question, how long have you been acting for, and who inspired you to get into acting?
Um, like most actors, I've been going from the get-go. I love performing. Uh, I think when I was younger, I just really liked playing pretend and getting to do all these different kind of roles and live these different lives. Um, by my early teenage years, I got a diploma in speech and drama, and then I started to do a bit of community theatre work. And by the time I was 16, I kind of moved into the film side a bit more, doing ads and pitch work. But like I said before, this is my first ever feature film, so yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And so for my next question, if you could be in any TV or movie franchises, what would it be and why?
Well, to go back a little bit, what inspired me when I was younger was The Avengers when it first came out. I kind of saw the character of Black Widow and was like, yeah, that's what I want. So I have to admit, if that ever became an opportunity, I would definitely not say no. But more recently as well, I've really enjoyed the Netflix series Glow, and that whole world is just amazing. It's got really interesting characters, a great setting in the 80s, and it really delves into the nitty gritty.
And so for my next question, if you could give any advice to anyone that wants to get into the acting industry, uh, advice would you give them, and what are the positives and negatives into the acting industry, and how do you get over those negatives?
I think the main one is just perseverance. You really have to just get through it and find the joy in the craft. You obviously have to be prepared for rejection. That's just the nature of the business. So being able to find fun in your work and to really enjoy yourself does wonders at keeping you motivated. So I think, you know, staying at the moment and finding characters and finding things you enjoy in the craft is so important. And also, there are so many people in the industry that you meet that are really talented and also love the craft as much as you do. So you really are able to make all these genuine connections. So it can be hard at times because obviously lots of rejection, but if you're passionate and love acting, you can push through it. I mean, even nowadays, you can make your own stuff really easily. So yeah.
Awesome. And so lastly, so basically, if the Legend of the Five could get a sequel, what would you want out to see out of your character if it got a sequel?
I it's going to sound sappy, but I would love to see her continue to grow. Because I mean, in the film, she does some amazing growing, really important. But I'd love for her to continue this pursuit of self, and definitely maintain friendships and find connections that are really genuine for her.
Awesome. Can I just say thank you so much, Gabby, for coming on to my show. It means so much. Everyone, definitely go give Gabby the amazing support and check out The Legend of the Five coming very soon. Thank you again, Gabby, for coming on to my show. It means so much. Any final words that you would like to say to anyone?
Just thank you for inviting me along to this. This has been really good fun. And please definitely come check out the movie. It was such an amazing thing to film. Definitely one of a kind.
One tree is all trees. Their roots intermingle in the ground. A ticking clock, and time is almost up.
I read that these markings represent the elements, and in this culture, everyone is born with one.
Like the star sign?
Okay, we need to know where we are, how we got here, and how we're getting back.
You are in the grove of the earth element. We are in tune with the music of creation. We can manipulate nature, heal others.
Nowhere in this forest is safe. We're all gonna die out here.
Do you really think that 5 children could stand against the end of the world?
I'm just trying to figure out where to go next.
I can't believe you locked me out of here. This was my home!
Where does it say heroes can't make mistakes?
We are not going to give up.
You'll soon discover how meaningless you are in this equation.
How can I ever save the people who are most important? This is the place where things are darkest.